Hi, I'm Ty Roberts with Moriah Guitarwoks. We use man-made bridges. We're here today to highlight his excellent bridges that he uses, and he builds these in New Hampshire. And as a builder, we have the hardtail here. On this model is called a Moriah Tabor. We use Lawler Imperial pickups, uncovered, and this body is made of solid sapelli, and it's got a rosewood fretboard, ebony head cap, and it's a really nice rocking guitar. This guitar here is, I'll show you the back of the neck. It's a mahogany body with a flame maple neck and flame maple top, and the pickups are Lindy Fralin. These are Pure PAF, and these are his blade pickups, which are noise canceling. They're excellent. This is John Mann's vibrato tailpiece. It gives you, most people call them whammy bars, and it's smooth, has tons of mass, and it gives the guitar incredible sustain. This also has a rosewood fretboard, and it's got a matching maple cap. And the most interesting thing about this guitar that we feature is we don't use a lot of screws. In fact, we just don't like screws. And so we actually use a laser to cut the pick guard out of the guitar, this exact piece of wood, and it's actually held on with magnets. So, and the cool thing about that is it enables a particular player, if you wanted to purchase a separate pick guard from us, you could actually change this configuration. You could go hum-hum, you could put a telly pickup in here, you could put two P90s, and still have the same guitar, but change the pickup configuration. We've been in business since 2008. We also build acoustic guitars. We're based out of Greensboro, North Carolina. It's MoriahGuitarworks.com. MoriahGuitarworks.com. And this is John Mann. He's the guy who made the bridges.
Well, sure. I'm John Mann, Man Made USA. I make bridges for all kinds of guitars and stuff. My big claim to fame is I made the bridge for PRS guitars. Okay, all these bridges are hardware that I make. A lot of it is geared towards the Fender market, so it retrofits on Strats and Tellys. Here's an example over here. That's a 62 reissue with one of my one of my Telly bridges on it, and it's an awesome sounding guitar.
The ashtray also.
Yep, yeah, it's all steel, so it's got that true Telly tone.
I'm sorry, this is a real cool thing that he's come up with. It's a telly type bridge, so you get the sound and the vintage vibe of the telly sound, but you can put it on just about any guitar that you want. You can put it on a Jazzmaster. I've seen them on Jazzmaster type guitars. I've seen them on humbucker guitars, and this is on a Fender Cabrinita, and it's it just gives you the ability to put a really cool spanking telly bridge on something else.
Here's the one of the new things that we've done. So this is a PRS SE Santana. We've come out with an upgrade kit so you can use your existing bridge, but we sell our replacement saddles, which are brass, just like the US core production PRS bridges. And in the back, you swap it out with the steel block that's on the thing, and we replace it with a brass block. Huge increase in tone and sustain. Very cool. Okay, if you want to check more of my stuff out, you can check it out at manmadeusa.com. That's the website for Man Made, and you can buy it directly through John Mann's Guitar Vault, which is at guitarvaultusa.com. And we're located in New Hampshire, USA.
we're using the Andews Spectraverb amplifier, which is a 40-watt take on a old blackface design that was made back in the 60s by Fender called the Deluxe Reverb, and a Super Reverb, very, very similar design. And it uses warehouse speakers. It's got a single volume, a low and a high input, treble, mid, bass. It's got a really cool spring reverb in it, but most people who have these amps realize after playing them for a while, when you crank the gain on the amp, the reverb gets really loud. If you play at a small bedroom volume, and then you could crank the amp, the first thing is the reverb goes wow and just blooms all over the place. So Jeff, being an electronic engineer, designed this cool thing called a limiter, and you can turn this up. And what happens when you engage the limiter and the reverb circuit, no matter how much you turn the volume up, the volume of the reverb stays the same. So it's a cool little feature of his amp that he designed. And I'll just read from it real quick. It's based on a Fender Blackface circuit. He has his own custom transformers made. It's got a hand-wired board, better reverb, better pot taper. It's a dual ohm. In other words, you can run 8, 4, 16. It's got test points 5, and it's also got a 5-year warranty. And also, it won the Premier Guitar Golden Pick Award. It's a great amp. He also builds, Jeff is a great engineer. He's got his take on a Marshall stack in a small compact package that is out of this world. I own one, and that's called the A22. He also has a kind of a dual channel amp that's also very, very British tones, and that amp is called the, what is that amp called? That amp is called the Paradigm, meaning two, Paradigm. This is the Spectraverb reverb, and it's designed for those American sweet, as you can hear, just those sweet, sweet Fender type tones. So he's got both continents covered now, America and Britain.